This was challenging. The film was a very low budget project. We shot the movie in 23 days. We had no rehearsal time. We had time for the actors to come to Savannah and meet and have dinner in different combinations. We had to think about wigs and external things which take longer to produce in advance. So that was part of an ongoing earlier conversation. But in actual time with the two women together, this was why the film relies on how this production relied so much on the immense talents of these two people. Because we kind of just had to hold up a single frame and say, go.
They're sweet, aren't they?
Very.
They're a very beloved part of this community.
I can see that.
It also put the burden on Julianne Moore to conceive of this character and her cadence and her lisp and her speech patterns and her mannerisms very quickly. So because we had to shoot the order in which as close to script order as possible, but it was not entirely possible, of course, on a budget and schedule like that. So we did all the house scenes first. So Julie had to kind of come up with Gracie very quickly.
What is it you love most about Gracie?
She always knows what she wants. She's unapologetic.
The script came to me from Natalie Portman in 2020 at the height of COVID. And this is written by a first-time screenwriter, as far as I know, Sammy Birch. The script was remarkable. There was a lot of things circulating at that time, a lot of speculation about when things would start up again. Natalie and I have both been interested in working together in the past. This project became special to me. I really, I found the script so complex, so nuanced, so disquieting in the way you experience it as a reader. And then it had this second female lead in the story who was about the age of Julianne Moore. So it's a rare situation with two seminal central female characters of this complexity in a film. So it was very easy to make the decision. It came upon very quickly though in 2022 when we finally got moving on it. So the visual language, the language of the camera in this film, it really is not in the tradition of melodrama. It really, and even the music, is not in the tradition of melodrama. It's not florid romantic music. It's not sentimental, emotional music. It's not even the music of Claude Chabrol, the kind of insidious, atonal music. It's this very strong, very arresting score that's inspired by Michel Legrand's score in The Go-Between from 1971. It sets up, it's like a warning bell, and you are immediately put on alert as the viewer. And you're asked to read the frame in this heightened, active way. And in many ways, the sort of coming of age, turn of the century story of The Go-Between doesn't even satisfy the sort of ominous sense of doom that music sets up in The Go-Between. I think in our film, because of this tabloid story and this sense of a troubled and complicated past, obviously the material I felt was quite suitable for a score like that. But what I really liked is how it set the audience into a state of active reading. It really became a careful balancing act of tone because the script itself on the page did not necessarily present itself in a clear genre. In fact, it just had a slight observational remove which allowed for the humor to sort of interact with your own moral kind of questioning as you watch the story unfold. And I really liked that slight distance. And of course, melodrama can provide interesting distances from the subject matter. But I wasn't immediately thinking of classic melodrama when I looked at other films and ideas for visual language for May December. It was really Bergman I went to first. Persona was an unavoidable first stopping point. This being about two women in a state of kind of mirroring and merging with each other. One, an actress, a sense of a malady or a problem that prefigures the story. But this idea, there were many scenes in the script that took place around mirrors. Elizabeth is an actress, and she's slowly studying the nuances and the speech patterns and the look and style of Gracie, Julianne Moore. So she's somebody who's always attuned to a relationship with the mirror, with her reflection all the time. Not so much Gracie. In fact, the film is sort of a question about not only who has access to seeing, but also who is able to look at themselves. And I think what you find is you first think Elizabeth is a sort of reliable narrator who's going to take us into this story, that she knows how to look at herself, she sees herself clearly. And the more the film unfolds, the more those questions are in doubt. So we're all having an amazing time, and we hope you enjoy the movie. So thank you again.